Exactly 5 years ago today, Godzilla and Kong clashed in an epic battle. Godzilla emerged victorious, overpowering Kong before disappearing into the depths. Since that day, no one has heard from Godzilla. But now, 5 years later, a new scene begins. We see a lush, green island, the home of Kong. As Kong appears, it's clear he has grown much larger than before. When he wakes up, he enjoys playing in the water. We also see a little girl. Kong liked her a lot. They were very close friends. Kong never argued with her and did everything she wanted. But this girl cannot speak or hear. We also see Kong's aggressive side. He becomes furious, grabs a tree, and throws it into the sky. The tree crashes through the energy wall. Kong had been confined within this area to keep him away from Godzilla. Because if these titans ever fought again, it could lead to mass destruction. As Kong continues to grow in size, it's decided that he must be moved elsewhere. Meanwhile, we're introduced to a young man working at a tech company. He's a hacker. This company builds advanced machines and robots. But the hacker suspects something isn't right. He believes they're building something that shouldn't exist. So he hacks into the company's data systems. He discovers that a massive object is being transported to Hong Kong. Suddenly, an alarm starts ringing. Godzilla is coming. Moments later, Godzilla rises from the sea and begins destroying everything in sight. No one understands why he's attacking. Godzilla has always been known as a protector of life. Now, we learn about his nuclear power. Using that immense energy, Godzilla wipes out the entire company facility. News of his return spreads around the globe. But something is different. This time, Godzilla no longer looks like a savior. His appearance has changed. He's filled with rage, and now he's attacking humanity. He isn't like before. In the past, he saved people, and now he is killing everyone in aggression. The owner of the company tells everyone that his company is working on a project. They will get succeeded in making a device that is compatible with Godzilla. A girl named Madison watches this news. She doesn't believe in Godzilla's offense because she knew him very well. She considers this news a rumor. She contended that Godzilla couldn't hurt anyone because he helps and saves people. Madison goes to his father and makes him understand that he can't do anything like this. Someone did something to him. Madison's father explains to her that these creatures and titans are just like humans. They can change moods as well, like Godzilla has changed, and he is killing humans. After it, Madison leaves and listens to that hacker's call. That hacker uploads an online video about that hacker. Madison decides that she'll go and meet that hacker. She'll look into the matter and ask why Godzilla has become aggressive. Why did he destroy that company later? The company's owner meets a senior doctor named Nathan. Dr. Nathan was a scientist, in fact. The company's owner confirmed that his concept of the Hollow Earth was correct. This was the place where titans are born. In fact, Dr. Nathan published a book about another Earth called Hollow Earth, which exists beneath the Earth. It is hidden and no one can see it. It is a source of energy for titans. There The owner of the company allows Dr. Nathan to meet another man. He tells Dr. Nathan, "We've found an energy source in Hollow Earth. We don't know where does it exist. It is beneath our ground. As we take energy from the sun, these titans take energy from the Hollow Earth. If they get succeeded in finding the energy, they will be able to compete with Godzilla." Dr. Nathan asks, "But how we are supposed to go there? My brother attempted a journey to the Hollow Earth a few years ago, but unfortunately, he didn't make it and passed away. It is said that gravity is absent within the Hollow Earth, causing everything to float in the air. Therefore, everything starts flying in the air. Dr. Nathan was reassured by the company owner, who informed him that they had developed an anti-gravity car. Because his company made an anti-gravity car, we'll go to the Hollow Earth with its help. The company's owner tells him that every Titan has the ability to find his own home. Therefore, we should seek help from a Kong. After it, Dr. Nathan meets his doctor friend. This female doctor took care of Kong. He tries to explain to her that we should send Kong to his house. His home is Hollow Earth, and we can't keep him there for long. If he gets out of here, Godzilla will attack him. Kong is only safe on Hollow Earth. After some discussion, that female doctor agrees. Because they didn't have any other choice. Then they take Kong with their army to the Hollow Earth. Kong was chained. Kong's friend, that little girl, talks to Kong in sign language. Kong is enraged, according to the girl, because he is chained. The leader of the army says to the female doctor that we won't pass from Godzilla's way. We'll use another way so that Godzilla doesn't get wind of it. That female doctor says, "Yes, we should do exactly like this." Godzilla and Kong are old rivals, because both of them consider themselves king of the monsters. If they encounter each other, they will wreak havoc. Then Madison goes to meet the hacker with her friend. The hacker informs them that the company is working on a massive size thing. That thing will be shifted to Hong Kong once it's made. Godzilla didn't like this, therefore he destroyed the company. After that, we see that an alarm begins to sound inside the ship where Kong was located. That young girl has just informed that female doctor that Godzilla is on his way. Drive. Nathan says that as Godzilla is coming outside, we should free and unkind Kong as well. So that he competes with Godzilla and saves us. Finally, Godzilla comes outside. He was moving forward to them by destroying a ship. When Kong gets to know that Godzilla is coming, he starts shouting loudly. And he was bound. After which they launch rockets and missiles at Godzilla. It doesn't harm Godzilla. Godzilla destroys their planes. Now Godzilla was moving towards Kong's ship. Godzilla destroys their ships. Godzilla makes their ship upside down. Due to this, Godzilla and many people start getting sunk in the sea. Then they untie Kong's chains, so that Kong fights with Godzilla and saves them. Then Godzilla and Kong get into a huge fight. Kong throws Godzilla deep in the sea. Then he straightens the slanted ship, allowing people to be saved. Godzilla gets up once again, and he was going to the same ship where that girl was. Kong jumps from one ship to another and reaches the ship where Godzilla was coming. Kong punches Godzilla really hard. Godzilla also punches him back. Kong falls down. Kong rises once more and attacks Godzilla, who is thrown into the sea. It makes Godzilla angry. Seeing it, he uses its nuclear powers. Seeing it, Kong jumps into the water to save his life. The light of the nuclear power of Godzilla spreads all round, and everyone gets astonished seeing it. Here we get to know about the power of Godzilla. They start fighting in the sea. Godzilla could breathe in the water, but Kong, who was like humans, couldn't breathe in the water. Therefore, Kong seemed to be defeated. Godzilla was taking Kong into the depths of the sea to kill him. That female doctor says that we should help Kong, otherwise Godzilla will kill him. They blast many missiles in the sea. Kong comes outside to save his life because of this. Dr. Nathan orders to turn everything off. Shut down all machines, make Godzilla believe we're dead. Then they turn everything off. Godzilla looks at Kong angrily and then leaves. The female doctor says that if we move forward, Godzilla will acknowledge that we are alive and he will attack us. How can we move forward and how will we take Kong? Dr. Nathan says that we will take him by flying him up. On the other side, we see Madison enters that company with her friends. She wanted to check the thing that this company was making, upon which Godzilla felt aggressive and attacked. There they find huge eggs of an animal. As they find the eggs, their door gets locked. In fact, the place where they were locked was a machine. It was taking them to Hong Kong along with the eggs. The army manages to successfully transport him to the entrance of the Hollow Earth. They ask Kong to enter and explore the mysterious underground world. However, Kong refuses to go. Standing firm. They decide that they will ask the girl to compel him so that he goes there. Because he didn't refuse that girl, Kong would be made aware that your family and many other creatures are present. Kong agrees to go to that cave. Kong goes to that Hollow Earth cave. They follow Kong on their anti-gravity car. It was a unique world. They had anti-gravity cars, so their life is saved. Many different monsters were there in the Hollow Earth. Then a flying monster attacks their anti-gravity car. It was about to attack that girl, but Kong kills him. He detaches his head. After that, Kong moves forward and everyone follows him. Since there's no gravity in Hollow Earth, everything is floating in the air. Meanwhile, Madison and her friends reach Hong Kong. There, they discover the company's secret weapon. This company has created another version of Godzilla, a mechanical one called Mechagodzilla, designed specifically to destroy the real Godzilla. The person controlling Mechagodzilla is the same man introduced earlier to Dr. Nathan by the company owner. To test Mechagodzilla's power, they release a skull crawler. Mechagodzilla swiftly kills the skull crawler using its advanced weaponry. But there's a problem. They still need more energy to fully power Mechagodzilla. That special energy only exists in Hollow Earth. This is why the company was so desperate to locate an energy source to bring Mechagodzilla fully to life. Later, we see Mechagodzilla being activated. As soon as it's online, Godzilla senses it. He begins making his way to Hong Kong towards Mechagodzilla. Back in Hollow Earth, we see its breathtaking landscape. Kong finds a glowing mountain. This is the source of that powerful energy. Kong approaches it and opens a massive door. He lets out a loud roar. Inside, Kong discovers a weapon, an axe, made from the remains of Godzilla's body. He sits down, with the axe in his hand, like a king on a throne. Meanwhile, Godzilla arrives in Hong Kong and begins heading toward Mechagodzilla. People flee in panic, trying to save their lives. Back in Hollow Earth, Kong realizes the energy source can charge his axe. Once charged, the axe becomes far more powerful. Sensing another presence, Godzilla unleashes his nuclear breath onto the ground. It pierces through the earth, reaching all the way down to Kong. The company's female executive plays a dangerous trick. She sends a sample of that energy to the surface to activate Mechagodzilla. The female doctor warns her not to do this, but she ignores her. When she realizes Godzilla is getting closer, she tries to escape, but Kong crushes her vehicle before she can flee. Now, holding his axe tightly, Kong prepares for battle. Godzilla signals a challenge using his nuclear breath. Kong arrives in Hong Kong and attacks Godzilla. His axe strikes, but it gets stuck in a building. Godzilla takes advantage of the moment and slams Kong down. A fierce battle breaks out between them. Godzilla tries multiple times to kill Kong using his nuclear powers, but Kong fights back with courage, surviving each attack. Kong strikes Godzilla with the axe, injuring him. This enrages Godzilla. He launches a powerful nuclear attack, throwing Kong across the city. But Kong blocks it using his charged axe. The two titans clash in a brutal, intense fight. But Godzilla, being incredibly strong, begins to overpower Kong. Eventually, Godzilla injures Kong badly and throws him aside. Godzilla places his foot on Kong's chest and starts growling. Seeing this, Kong also growls back. Godzilla then steps away and leaves Kong there. Meanwhile, the company's owner successfully identifies the energy source, the one needed to activate Mechagodzilla. Here, we learn that Mechagodzilla is not only massive, but also more powerful than Godzilla himself. But something goes wrong. Mechagodzilla takes full control. He kills the company's owner. Then, he also kills his assistant. Breaking through the wall, Mechagodzilla comes out. As soon as Godzilla sees him, he charges forward to stop him. A fierce fight breaks out. But Mechagodzilla is so powerful that Godzilla begins to lose. He hits Godzilla multiple times and knocks him to the ground. Meanwhile, Madison and the hacker try to shut Mechagodzilla down, but all the control systems are locked. On the other side, we see badly injured Kong. His condition is critical, and he is on the verge of death. The little girl listens closely and realizes Kong's heartbeat is slowing. Dr. Nathan says, "We need to give Kong an electric shock. It's the only way to save him." So they use the anti-gravity vehicle to deliver the shock. Kong jolts back to life. Now awake and alert, the little girl tells him, "Godzilla isn't our enemy, he's our friend. Go help him." Kong rushes to the battle scene. Just as Mechagodzilla is about to finish Godzilla, Kong arrives and saves him. Godzilla realizes they must fight together, so both titans now take on Mechagodzilla side by side. But Mechagodzilla is still too powerful, even overpowering both of them at times. Kong finds his axe, but it's not charged. Still, he bravely attacks Mechagodzilla. As Mechagodzilla is about to kill Kong, he somehow manages to hold him back. Meanwhile, Madison and the hacker can't access the controls. So, in a desperate move, they pour water onto the control system, which briefly shuts Mechagodzilla down. Godzilla then uses his nuclear breath to charge Kong's axe. Now fully powered, Kong becomes unstoppable. He attacks Mechagodzilla with full force. He breaks apart his arms and legs, tearing the machine limb by limb. Finally, Kong rips off Mechagodzilla's head. With Mechagodzilla destroyed, peace is restored. But then, Godzilla stands up again. Kong picks up his axe and prepares for another battle. But they don't fight, because they had just saved each other's lives. Godzilla looks at Kong one last time, then turns and returns to the sea. Kong goes back to Hollow Earth, this time for good, and he takes the little girl with him. The movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Smiley face.